Hello, welcome to another Burgundy with Tweedy video. Sorry about the gloom, I was a little bit late getting to the heath today, and then I've actually had a hard time finding a quiet spot, and even harder than usual time. I don't know why it's so busy. It's already gone sunset, so many people on the heath. It's the latter end of October. I would have thought people would be huddling indoors by now. Anyway, this is going to be far too difficult to see, isn't it? Does it help if I move a bit closer? This is a producer whose name I just can't pronounce. It's a Gevrey Chambertin 2017. This is another wine from hand-picked Burgundy. I have had something from this producer before. I don't know if I've ever featured it on the channel. And I'd been partly avoiding them because I had a vague memory they were synthetic corks. I might have misremembered that, and I hope I have, because synthetic corks are really hard work with wine prongs. I do have a backup corkscrew, which is also hard work. I'm hoping, I could have just taken the foil off at home, couldn't I? And that would have saved me the frustration. But yes, that is a synthetic cork. So shall I have a possibly futile attempt with the prongs first? And then, as I say, I've got the backup of that corkscrew if this goes awry, because it's already pretty difficult to just get that in. Oh crap. Great. So that has actually cracked. Oh shit. It's cracked the top off completely. I absolutely hate these synthetic corks. I won't try with wine prongs again. I suppose that's a lesson learned. I have managed to pick up all of the pieces. I've been looking around with the torch on. I don't really want to pour out of that in these lighting conditions in case there are any shards that went into the bottle. I don't really think I have any choice but to carry that home and pour it through a strainer. Really quite annoyed about that. Look at that. I absolutely hate these things. So I've had to come home, I've had to carry this. Got all the bits of broken glass, but I didn't really want to drink straight out of that. So, not particularly appealing. So I suppose the only thing to do now is to decant that into a carafe with, I don't know if you can see, I've got a sort of tea strainer on top there. Oh great, a very dusty, should have given the decanter dust. I haven't used that for quite a while. It's just not my day today. Really is not my day. I don't know if you can see the level of dust on that. This is turning into such a ridiculous farce. Now trying to get the dust out by putting it through a coffee strainer. I was really on the brink of just giving up with this and either pouring the whole thing down the sink or definitely not bothering with tasting notes. But this has been through a very strange ritual to get to this point. So any tasting notes at this point will be, would have to be taken with a very large pinch of salt. I have no idea what effect passing wine through one of those paper coffee filters has, actually, whether that is something that might be detrimental to the wine. But, I didn't really want to leave the dust in. I've suffered so much to get this bloody glass of wine now that I'm going to drink it. I remember from having had this before that the nose is slightly sort of black curranty. It's one of those styles. No hope of doing an assessment of the colour at this point. Yeah, so the fruit character is more towards that side of things rather than cherry. Wish me luck. It's all right. Getting a fair amount of tannin there. A bit more than I would have expected. You'd have hoped that the paper filter would have dealt with that. And there's sort of licoricey notes around the edges. So yeah, sort of blackcurrant licoricey sort of style. It does have an almost papery texture to it. I wonder why. And it's sort of dry, it's sort of savoury. There might be a little bit of something mushroomy in there. It's okay. It definitely was not worth all of that effort. Like I say, the wine is not exactly blowing me away. I mean, in fairness, it has been through a bit of an ordeal as well as I have to get to this point. You certainly can't say that hasn't had a decent airing. It's been triple decanted or something by now. And if it's not exciting me at this point. I don't think it's going to towards the end of the bottle. So that is going to be the conclusion of this sorry tale. The moral of the story is don't ever try to use wine prongs with synthetic corks. Better still, just don't buy wine with synthetic corks. Cheers.